Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. Now, listen, I want y'all to know something, right? I'm going to try to keep this as short and sweet as possible. Okay? There's a storm coming. All right? There is a storm coming. And it's moving in at a rapid pace. Do you know why a lot of you don't believe me? Because you don't believe in God. A lot of you say you believe in God, but you don't. You know how I know a lot of you don't believe in God? Because you don't believe the words of God. You don't believe the things that he say. Okay? Now, the black man here in America, who is he exactly? Me, you, and all the other Negroes that hate me? Who are we exactly? Who are we exactly? What is our identity exactly? Us Negroes here in America. Now, before I answer that question, I told many of you in the congregation, I told you that there's a good seed and there's an evil seed. Okay? This is what y'all got to understand. And y'all didn't believe me, though. Y'all thought that all Israel you think that all Israel is a good seed. I'm talking to the congregation for a minute. And I know I got all types of people watching me right now. It's not going to show on my views because they won't show it. Because this brother right here, he speaks the truth. Now, the truth is a very painful thing, right? Whenever somebody speaks the truth, it angers people. Nothing I can do about that. I explained to everybody that they had to become mentally hardened. Because if you Negroes can't handle the truth, then you're not going to be able to handle the storm that's coming down the pipe. Because a lot of you think that you're going to beat the storm with finance. Some of you think you're going to beat the storm with physicality. Others think that you're just going to beat the storm with sheer luck. All of those things are wrong. Now, let me not lose my train of thought, because I want you to understand something. I told many of you before, well, I'm not going to say I told you, but I asked you to do something. No matter who you are and no matter your religion, I told you to go to the Bible and open the book to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Read that whole chapter. And I want you to know something. Negro here in America, that and the Negroes scattered across the four corners of the earth. That Deuteronomy chapter 28 is about you. You are the one that is in captivity. But many of you are docile and you don't even know that you're in captivity. Now, listen to me very carefully, okay? Some of y'all better get your head on straight, all right? Get your head on straight. Because when this storm comes, you're going to be one of the people that fall by the wayside because you don't believe in God. Now, there's commandments that we're supposed to follow. Now, one commandment that I'm supposed to follow and one commandment that every man is supposed to follow, if possible, live peaceably amongst men, if possible. There are commandments that we break, us as a black folk. We break these commandments, and this is the reason why this storm, this chastisement, this judgment is coming our way. Now, guess what? There's no way to stop this storm. There's no way to stop this storm. Okay? It's impossible. Why? Because it was prophecy. Now, here's the thing. The whole punchline of this is none of you are taking the storm seriously. None of you take the scriptures seriously. None of you take any of these things seriously. You don't fear God. You don't fear Elohim. Well, guess what? There is a storm coming. I promise y'all. And when this storm comes, you're going to fear it in. So you don't have to fear me. You don't have to fear any other man. Just like it's instructed to me to only fear God. That is our duty, to fear Elohim and follow his commandments. Whoever chooses not to follow his commandments is going to fall by the wayside. Well, the Most High says if we don't follow his commandments, we will die. That's what the Most High says. He says, follow my commandments or die. Those are the instructions of the King of the heavens and earth. Now, some of you say, I don't want to hear all that. Whatever. Well, I'm going to tell you something right now. For the past, listen, right? Because we have been given things, us as a black people. We have been given things, right? Things that brainwash us. We have been given into believing in presidents. We have been given religion. We have been given all types of things that make us go astray. And because we don't know God, then we don't understand the compassion for one another. But I'm going to tell you something. One way or another, right? One way or another, if you decide to have this faith in your Almighty, right? If you decide to have to follow in the ways of Yahushua HaMashiach, right? Or through perjury. Or shall I say through purging, not perjury. Through the purging, through the judgment that's coming. One way or another, you're going to get the picture. Okay? One way or another, you're going to get the picture. Now, this is a warning from God for all black men and for all black women. For you who don't understand, you need to follow these commandments, but the reason why many of you can't do it is because you don't believe in God. See, you must first have faith, and faith comes by hearing the word of Christ. Now, y'all can take this and throw this in the trash all you want to. But listen to me. Christ is about to start killing some of y'all. Listen to what I know that sounds stupid to y'all because y'all don't want to believe that that's possible. Yahushua HaMashiach is about to start killing some of you Negroes. Now, that's in the scripture. That's the word. So I'm telling you all right now, right? Understand what's going down. Look around you. We're losing our freedom every single day. Every single day we're losing our freedom. With these lockdowns, it's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. Now, I also want to say something else, right? Because a lot of you, you believe, but now many of you just don't believe in the storm altogether. Woe to you. You don't believe in judgment from Christ. Okay, so I'm not going to talk to y'all. You absolute non-believers, y'all go about your way. Y'all going to definitely get purged. But now, for those who at least have faith, who at least believe, don't you know you need to understand two things? One thing is finance is not going to help you. I know a lot of you say, well, if I get a whole bunch of money, then I can fortify my existence and fortify my standpoint here in society going into this storm, right? No. Because see, eventually there's going to be a twist for you to spend that money. And for you to spend that money, you're going to have to be connected to the beast system in order to spend all your money. Now, the second thing is, some people say, now, even though a man should definitely get into physical conditioning, right? Most definitely, it's going to assist you, right? But you can't deny on that. And you can't deny on weapons. Because, see, there's only going to be a certain time when we're going to be able to rebel in that fashion. But right now, we can't do it. All right? Right now, it's not possible. Okay? The police is the biggest gang of Negroes in the city, and you got armies, and you got all of these other things. Now, y'all better take heed to what I'm saying to y'all. Okay? Take heed to what I'm telling y'all. All right? Now, I'm not telling anybody to rebel, right? I'm not telling anybody to rebel at all, but what I'm saying is there's something coming down this pike, right? And all of you cats right now, you paying attention to the wrong things, all right? Now, once again, we are to fear nothing but Elohim. Fear nothing but God, right? But how many of you all really have that fear of this storm that's coming down the pike? That's why y'all don't want to believe it. That's why y'all don't want to listen. Y'all want to hang on. This neighborhood, that neighborhood, and that neighborhood that all of you Negroes live in, it doesn't belong to you. It's not your neighborhood. In many cases, they come in and they take in the neighborhoods now through gentrification. They're not your neighborhoods. None of these neighborhoods, we may live in these neighborhoods, but they don't belong to us. Nothing here in America belongs to us. And guess what? They're going to take it all back from us eventually. So all you cats that's so mad because you in bad financial shape, or all of you cats that are in great financial shape, y'all think that y'all money is the way? You're all sadly mistaken. Let me tell you something. A storm is coming, right? And you all are going to, pretty soon, you're going to see, because let me tell you something. A true man is going to be the man that's going to stand against this storm. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all better get the picture, man. Y'all better get the picture. But that's okay, because anybody who is an apostle, anybody who is a disciple of the Christ, he's going to have these issues with Negroes not listening. That's one of the main things. It's always been that way. Look in the history in the Bible. Look at the history. The history has never changed. Every time somebody try to step up and give you Negroes the gospel, you got a problem with them. But I'm going to tell you something. Christ got a problem with y'all. I'm speaking to the black men and women here in America. Some of you don't have a problem with the word of God. Many of you do. But you got to stop being so sensitive and stop being so emotional, because you can't count on nothing that's down, but that's beneath heaven. There's nothing that you can count on. You have no hope. None of us. Our only hope is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Now, you need to go to while you're on this YouTube channel, why don't you go to the gospel? Okay? I have 8 lessons called the gospel, and I've actually promised to drop the final one tonight. I'm still going to try to do it, but I'm really running rampant, even though it's windy and stuff outside. But you Negroes better learn. You better come to an understanding. But you can't do that unless you understand who you are as a people here in America. Now, once again, fear no man but God and follow his commandments. Shalom, peace.